In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to start investing in real estate while working a 9 to 5, and you can do everything within a week. Real estate can seem like this big, scary, time-consuming monster, but it doesn't have to be. I know for many of us, we're limited on time, so we need to make most of the time that we have to start creating financial freedom for yourself. That's why I'm also going to show you how to automate the process so you can still work your 9 to 5, have time for yourself, and have time for your family. The first thing we need to do is we need to start finding properties, but we need to do this on autopilot so you don't have to spend any more time finding properties because you're probably busy, working your 9 to 5, spending time with your family, etc. I'm going to give you 13 ways to do this, but for right now, we're going to focus on one. This is probably the easiest and the fastest way to start getting properties sent to you before 95% of people even know about the property. It's free and you can do this on your lunch break. First thing is you're going to want to look up real estate agents in whatever market you're wanting to invest in. So for example, if you're wanting to invest in Denver, Colorado, you would look up real estate agents in Denver, Colorado. Now, after you look them up, you're going to call them and tell them, hey, I want to get set up with automatic email listings every time a property hits the market. That's very crucial. You need to tell them that specifically. You need to tell them, I want to know about a property as soon as it hits the market. Now, if you're wanting off-market properties, I'm gonna leave a link in the description down below to my free 13 ways to finding off-market properties ebook. After you tell the real estate agent you want to get set up with automatic email listings, they're gonna ask you for your criteria. So what this means is your maximum purchase price, how many beds, baths, square footage, etc. you are looking for. After you finish with this, they're going to put you in their system, and it's going to take a few hours for it to actually register, and you're going to start getting properties sent to your email inbox every single time a property hits the market. And you're going to know about these properties before 95% of the general public or like normal real estate investors know about. The reason is a lot of real estate investors will actually find their properties on Zillow, Trulia, Redfin, etc. But properties shown on Zillow, Redfin, Trulia, they've already been listed on the MLS for the last 3 to 12 hours. That's what I found in my experience. So the normal real estate investor looking on Trulia, Redfin, Zillow, they're 3 to 12 hours behind. That time is crucial because if you know about that property, like on automatic email listings, like I'm teaching right now, you're gonna know about this property before everyone else. You're gonna have the opportunity to see the property. You're gonna have an opportunity to offer on the property and potentially lock this property down. This will take up about 30 minutes. So again, we're still on your lunch break. So while you're still on your lunch break, you can go ahead and start getting pre-approved with a bank. Now I'm going to assume you have about $10,000 to $30,000 to start investing in real estate. And yes, that's all you're going to need. And if you don't have any money, that's okay because you don't need any money or any credit to start investing in real estate either. But if you have the money, it's just easier. Now I've opened up my one-on-one coaching again. So if you're interested in that, I take you from where you want to be to where you want to be. So if you're interested, there's gonna be a link in the description down below. We hop on a call twice a month for 3 to 6 months to talk about strategy, how to implement that strategy. Then we start creating your financial freedom. And this is gonna take about 1 to 3 years depending on certain things. For example, I have one of my one-on-one coaching students right now, within the next 3 months, he's gonna be making $2,600 every single month just from one piece of property. Now it's 4 units, but it's one piece of property. It's a fourplex. Now in just 3 months, we've already hit his financial independence number. And I have another one-on-one student that we're going to be making $5,000 every single month. So if you're interested and you have more than $10,000 in the bank account, there's going to be a link in the description down below. It's also going to be in the comments as well to my one-on-one coaching. Again, I just opened it up and I'm only going to take about 10 people. So if you're interested, go ahead and click on the link in the comments or in the description. Now, while you're getting pre-approved with the bank, this is how you're going to get the best rate possible. You're going to call up your local bank and you're going to get pre-approved. Now, after you get pre-approved with this first bank, you're going to take that pre-approval letter and you're going to call up another local bank and you're going to tell them like, hey, I got pre-approved from, let's call them Bank A. I got pre-approved from Bank A. Can you beat these loan terms? So the price that you got approved for and the rate you got approved for. Now what they're going to do is they're going to ask you for your information just like they did in Bank A. And they're going to tell you if they can beat that rate or not. Now how you can get their best rate possible is because you're going to do this again and again and again. You're going to take the next pre-approval letter, whichever one had the better loan terms, and you're going to take that to the next bank like Bank C. Then you're going to take it to Bank D, etc. Now I wouldn't exceed 5 banks because after that you're just kind of wasting your time, because I found in my experience that after 5 banks, you're going to have the best rates possible. So anything after that, it's not necessary. Now, I know you're still on your lunch break. You got about 30 minutes left because you got set up with automatic email listings. You're getting pre-approved with the bank. You can do this with 2 or 3 banks. And now you can do this again tomorrow and get get pre-approved with other banks as well. And don't worry about your credit, because after a bank pulls your credit for the first time for a mortgage, there's gonna be a time period where you can shop rates and it's not going to affect your credit anymore. So take the rest of your lunch break to start getting pre-approved with banks. Now the next day you're gonna do the same thing and you're gonna get pre-approved with even more banks for better rates. After you start getting properties hitting your email inbox, you're now pre-approved with the bank. Now we need to start running the numbers on the property, and we need to do this without you having to lift a finger, something that's a plug and play. What I mean by that is you plug in the address, it's going to spit out all the information that you're ever going to need. Because I know time is valuable, because you have obligations, you have a family, you have your 9-to-5 job that you're still working at. So we need something that you can plug in the address and you're going to be able to see all the information within seconds. Now, I personally use a website called DealCheck. It's completely for free. You can just look it up on Google. They also have an app. There's also going to be a link in the description down below. If you don't want to type it in, you can just click on the link. All you have to do is register for an account. Again, it's completely for free unless you want to pay for the paid plan, but that's not necessary. All you have to do is plug in the property's address and it's going to spit out all the information you are going to need. It's going to tell you how much the property is going to cash flow. It's going to tell you what the property is worth. It's going to do all this by running comps, so rental comps and property comps. What this means is basically rental comps is taking all the properties that are for rent in the area that are listed and it's averaging them out. Now there's going to be like 3 different calculations for the rent portion of DealCheck, so it's extremely accurate. Now whenever it comes to the valuation of the property, it's like a normal property comparable. What this means is it's taking all the properties that are like kind of your property, meaning that your property is 1,500 square feet, it's 3-bed, 2-bath. It's going to take all the properties that have sold in the last 12 months within a 2-mile radius of your property, and it's going to compare them. So if a property sold for $300,000 over here, $350,000 over here, $400,000 over here, it's going to take all those properties and average them up to what the property is valued at. That's property comps in a nutshell, and you can also have your real estate agent do this for you as well if you want to. But if you want to use DealCheck, you can find out all this information completely for free. This is going to take you about 5 minutes per property, and again, we're on day 3 now, so take this day 3 to start running the numbers on property. So all you have to do is take that property address, plug it into DealCheck. Again, it's going to only take about 5 minutes, so take 20 minutes or 30 minutes of your lunch break on this 3rd day, start running property numbers. If you're feeling overwhelmed, that's okay, because that's completely normal. If you need someone helping you, guide you through everything, literally holding your hand through this process, I opened up my one-on-one coaching to help you through this. So again, a link is going to be in the description down below. It's also going to be in the comments down below if you want to go check that out. Like I said earlier, we're on day 3. Now it's only taking you 3 lunch breaks to start investing in real estate while you're working your 9-to-5. That's all you have to do, and it's going to set it up on autopilot. Now all you have to do is contact your real estate agent to put in the offer. They're going to do everything else for you. That's going to take about 10 minutes because they're going to send you over some contracts to sign. Okay, 10 minutes. After that, it's going to take you roughly 2 to 3 hours within a month to start sending over documents to the bank so you can actually close on the property. Now after that, now you're going to want to hire a property manager, because this is all about setting things up on autopilot so you can still work your 9-to-5 and have time for your family. So what you're going to do in the next 3 days, you're going to start contacting property managers. You're going to interview them. It takes as long as necessary for you to feel comfortable with the property manager. All you have to do is Google property manager in whatever city you're investing in, and you're going to call them and you're going to start asking questions like, how much do you charge? Like, it's typically 8 to 12% per property manager. After you feel like you found the property manager you're wanting to use, they're going to take over everything for you: marketing, finding tenants, taking care of payments, taking care of repairs, etc. The only thing you're going to need to do is sign documents for, authorizing repairs, authorizing a certain tenant in the property, etc. You're still working your 9-to-5 and you just bought your first property, and it literally took you no time at all, and everything's still set up on autopilot. Like, if you want to buy more properties, do it, because everything is still set up for you. Now if you're wanting to find more properties than just using your real estate agent, there's going to be a video popping up right here to show you exactly how to find off-market properties if that's something that you're interested in. But if you are interested, click on that video right here. Until the next video, I'm out. See you.